What's up guys, JV2017 here, and today we're talking about how we can all prepare for the nuka-world DLC. The new content launches tomorrow night, and I know we all want to hit the ground running and make sure that our characters are fully equipped to handle nuka-world. In this video, we'll discuss how to start the new content, perks you may need, and items you should bring along in your journey to nuka-world. Before we begin the video, I want to let you all know that I will be live streaming nuka-world here on YouTube at 7 p.m. Central tomorrow night, right when the DLC launches. Then I'll be streaming my playthrough for a few hours every single day afterwards until I complete the DLC, along with my regular tips and tricks on nuka-world. So there will be plenty of nuka-world on my channel, so I hope you all are prepared. First, let's take a look at the release times for nuka-world, and fortunately, the Fallout Twitter gave us a nice graphic to let us know when we'll be able to start the DLC. So here they are, the global release times. In North America, we have 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on August 29th, which is tomorrow. In Europe, we have 1 a.m. that time zone, not sure what that is, to 2 a.m. Central European, I believe. That's August 30th. And then Australia and New Zealand, you guys get it at 10 a.m. your times, August 30th. If you still don't know the release time in your region, I've left a link to a time zone converter in the description below for you to use. And if you're still confused about when I'm streaming right when it releases in North America at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, which is also 7 p.m. Central. So that's why I've been saying 7 p.m. Central tomorrow, August 29th. Next, we're looking at how we will start the DLC, and by all accounts, it's pretty much the same as any other DLC. You have to hit a certain level, and then you'll get a radio signal. So at level 30, you'll get the radio signal to the nuka-world family radio. You'll listen to that, and it'll prompt you to head to the transit center, which is a location on the western edge of the map. We saw all of this in the developer stream for nuka-world about a week ago. Since I don't have beta access, I can't tell you guys one way or another if you have to be level 30. In the past, it's been either way. With Automatron, you needed to be level 15 to get that quest and start that content. I don't believe that Far Harbor had a certain barrier. You just needed to get to a certain point in the story to access that content. So it's gone either way in the past. I'm not 100% sure. I wish I could tell you guys, but it's better to be safer than sorry, right? So go ahead and hit level 30 if you can in the next day or so before nuka-world. A few perks that you should definitely consider bringing along are Sneak. First off, I say this because the gauntlet at the very beginning has a ton of traps and different things you want to avoid, so that'll be useful for that small section. But also, Sneak is an overall useful perk, especially for combat, because you can get those sneak criticals. So Sneak is definitely something to consider. Locksmith and Hacker are also great perks to bring along in new content because you want to be able to reach places that you can't otherwise reach. So bringing plenty of bobby pins and Hacker is a great idea along with Locksmith to get into all those locations. I also think it's a good idea to bring some charisma-based perks, or at least have a certain level of charisma, because you want to be able to persuade yourself out of certain situations, or, you know, convince somebody, do something along with charisma, because we're dealing with a lot of crazy people and raider gangs, and so I'm sure charisma will be useful in certain situations. And also Animal Friend and Wasteland Whisperer. Those are actually going to be useful in this DLC, because we have those weird, you know, alligator deathclaw looking creatures, you know, the worm looking creatures. We have a lot of different new crazy looking creatures, and so being able to pacify those is probably a great little useful tool. So if you already have really high charisma, go ahead and grab those perks as well. Next, I have a few weapon recommendations, and these are legendary modifiers that you may or may not already have. So these are just, if you have these in your stash somewhere, then you definitely want to bring them along. First off is the Assassin's modifier, which is 50% bonus damage towards humans. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of raiders in this DLC, and I don't know, depending on what choices you take in this DLC, you might be killing a lot of them. And so Assassins is a great modifier to have on your weapons in this DLC. I also recommend Troubleshooters and Ghoul Slayers, because there's going to be plenty of robots in the Galactic Zone. So Troubleshooters is 50% bonus damage towards robots, and then Ghoul Slayers obviously is 50% bonus damage towards ghouls, and there are plenty of those in Kitty Kingdom. So having all of these legendary modifiers together, I mean, you only need 3 weapons to really achieve this. You will be dealing a lot of damage towards a lot of these enemies, which again, we've heard that this DLC is tough, and so having some weapons with these legendary modifiers is just a really good idea. We also saw from that developer stream that we want to bring plenty of pre-war money to play in the Nuka Cade. So if you want to do that, here's a great location to go to. It's right behind Backstreet Apparel in the downtown area of Boston. And so here it is. It's labeled bank very clearly. Once you head in here, there will be lots of cash registers you can get pre-war money from. There's also a lot of money just lying around. But if you want kind of the grand stash of money, obviously you want to get into the vault. And I don't believe there's another way to get in here without master hacking. So that's unfortunate if you don't have that.
that, but I did, so I got in here. There's a lot of stuff lying around, and if I had bobby pins, I would have also gotten into all of these safes. But if you want a nice stash of that, you can come in here. However, you can also go to a lot of the stores around the Commonwealth. You will find tons of cash registers that have a lot of pre-war money, and so that's an alternative way. If you don't have Master Hacker, you can just go around, go to stores, pick up all that pre-war cash, and bring that to nuka-world. So that's all I have to share in terms of getting ready for nuka-world, but I'd like to hear from you all in the comment section below. How are you personally preparing for nuka-world? Do you have any other strategies you want to share with the comment section of this video? Share below. Alright guys, today we looked at how to prepare for nuka-world, and next time we will cover more Fallout on my channel, so stay tuned for Fallout 4 tips and tricks videos. If you learned something new or enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe for more nuka-world coverage, my nuka-world stream tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central, and general tips and tricks videos. Talk to you guys next time. Peace!